Good morning all, welcome to our next class. Today we are discussing about the after two equations of motion. First of all, we are discussing the basic equation for workouting the equations of motion and first equation of motion. And we have two more equations of motion, that is basing the position and velocity. The previous class we are only discussing one equation of motion, that is the first equation of motion. And today we are discussing another two equations of motion, the second equation of motion and the third equation of motion. And the first equation of motion, we are proving that the changing velocity v minus u. The changing velocity aq is equal to v minus u. That is the first equation of motion. And we deriving this first equation of motion from a common derivation. We are considering a trapezium and find out the substitutions of each of the sides of the trapezium. And substituting all of the substitutions of each side, and we got the changing velocity is v minus u. And that is used to find out the first equation of motion. And we are explaining the first equation of motion in the previous class. And today we have to discussing about the second equation of motion. For discussing that, we have to go to our slide. The second equation of motion is position-time relation. That's showing the position-time relation. When we getting the position-time relation of a graph, first of all, we have a graph that is basing the velocity time. In the x-axis we have time and the y-axis we have velocity. And using some specific time and drawing a perpendicular from that specific time. Now we got a trapezium or quadrilateral, and we are to substituting some substitutions we are finding from that graph. In each of this equation is following the same way. So we have a trapezium PQRS. This same trapezium we are considering to deriving the first equation of motion, showing the velocity time relation. And find out in the position time relation, first of all we have to considering the displacement of a body. So in this trapezium is in getting from a velocity time graph we are discussing in the previous class. And this trapezium is used to deriving the second equation of motion. And each side of the trapezium is considered as PQRS. And we have two specific times T1 and T2, that is in the x-axis, that corresponding the points S and R. Now we want to derive the area of this trapezium PQRS. Through find out in the area of this trapezium, we have to finding the equation of motion, the second equation of motion, that is position-time relation. So the area of a trapezium is equal to half h into a plus b. That is, area of trapezium is half h into a plus b. In this figure, in this trapezium, we have to see that PS is one side of the trapezium and the parallel side of the PS is QR. So PS and QR are the two parallel sides of the trapezium PQRS. And PS is the height of the height of the PS is taken as A, and the height of the side QR is taken as B. And H is the distance between the two parallel sides PS and QR. So SR is equal to H, which is the distance between the two parallel sides of the trapezium PS and QR. So now we know that area A is equal to half H into A plus B. So H is the distance between two parallel sides PS and QR. A is the height of PS and B is the height of QR. And we have to substituting some sides using the substitutions. AB, the length of the parallel side, H, the distance between them, displacement is equal to area of trapezium PQRS. So we want to find out the displacement, and for that we want to find the area of the trapezium that we got from the graph. So the area of the trapezium is half H into A plus B. So H is SR. So substituting each of the sides, H is SR, A is PS and B is QR. So half SR into PS plus QR. And in the previous class, we are deriving that PS is equal to U and QR is equal to V, SR is equal to T. That is, PS is the initial velocity, QR is the final velocity, and SR is the time taken for traveling. So, a body is moving from the point S to R. It is taken time interval T. And that time interval is T2 minus T1. That is proven in the previous derivation. And PS is the initial velocity and QR is the final velocity, and that all are taken as PS is equal to U, QR is equal to V, and SR is equal to T. And the displacement, we want to find the area, so substituting each substitution to the equation. So that is equal to half T into U plus V. Half T into U plus V. And we are doing the mathematical calculation. Here we having a substitution, that is V is equal to U plus V is equal to U plus AT is the first equation of motion, that is velocity time relation. So we have a substitution. For substituting that, V is equal to U plus AT in the above equation, half T into U plus V. So we got that half T into U plus AT. So we doing the mathematical calculation. We got that, which is equal to half T into U plus U, 2U plus AT. Then multiplying each of the value in the bracket with the T. So half T into 2U plus half T. Half T into 2U plus half T into AT. So which is equal to UT plus half AT square. That is UT plus half AT square. That is, here the two T's are cancelled and we got that UT plus half AT square. So S is equal to UT plus half AT square. This is the equation of motion. Here S is the displacement. First of all, we find out the area of the trapezium. The equation of the area is half H into A plus B. The area, when we find out in the area of the trapezium, we got the displacement of the body, that is the area which is equal to the displacement from the graph velocity time relation. So find out in the area is equal to find out in the displacement of the body. So S is equal to the displacement of the body, which is equal to A. So S is equal to UT plus half AT square. So this is the second equation of motion. We want to discussing one more time the derivation, that is the position time relation. We want to find out in the second equation, that is relating the position time. For understanding this, we want to find out the area of the trapezium, that is come from the velocity time relation. So this is the trapezium, and find out in the area of this trapezium, we got the displacement of the body. And we get the position time relation, that is showing the displacement. Okay. For find out in this, the area of a trapezium is equal to half h into a plus b. So we know that the distance between s to r is taken as t, because t is equal to t2 minus t1 is considering in the first derivation, the common derivation. And the side ps, the length of this ps side is a and the qr side is b. So the equation of find out the area of the trapezium, and this is a common equation for finding the area of trapezium. So which is a is equal to half h into a plus b. Now we are getting the area of the trapezium using the equation a is equal to half h into a plus b, and we have some substitutions for find out in the displacement. So here h have a substitution, that is h is the height between s and r, so which is taken as sr, and ps and qr are the two sides a and b. Here we are taking the distance between SR is, first of all we are taking that is h for the common equation, and this is the time in this graph. For the second substitution we are using SR is taken as t. So in the second substitution we have PS is equal to u, QR is equal to v, and SR is equal to t. This already we are finding in the common equation, that is using to find out the equation of motion. And we are substituting each of these substitutions. We got that half t into u plus v. And again we substituting v using the first equation of motion, that's showing the velocity time relation, that is v is equal to u plus at. And we substituting that equation to the above equation, half t into u plus ab, we got that half t into u plus at, because u plus at is the substitution of v. So that equation is half t into u plus at. And we doing that mathematical calculation, we got that which is equal to ut plus half at square, which is equal to ut plus half at square. And the find out the equation that showing the area A, and area of the trapezium is equal to the displacement, and displacement is taken as S. So S is the letter that denoting displacement. So S is equal to ut plus half at square. So this is the equation of motion. Second equation of motion, that is the position time relation. The equation of motion is S is equal to ut plus half at square. So now we deriving two equations of motion. First one is v is equal to u plus at using the common derivation, and the second one is we are find outing the displacement, and through it we find out in the position time relation, and that position time relation showing equation is S is equal to ut plus half at square. And we have one more equation, that is the third equation of motion. And doing that third equation of motion, we are to using the common derivation in the third equation of motion, and some relation from the first and second. For understanding the second equation of motion, the third equation of motion, we want to go through our slide. the third equation of motion that's showing the position, velocity. In the first equation, we are using the velocity time relation. The second equation, we are using the position time relation, and in the third equation, we are discussing the position and velocity. So we want to find the position velocity relation using the common derivation. So displacement is equal to area of the quadrilateral. That is, here we are using the same method of the second equation of motion. That is, displacement is equal to area. That is, S is equal to A. S is equal to A, which is equal to ut plus half ut plus half. Sorry, S is equal to ut plus half at square. So here S is equal to half T into U plus V. That is, we are taking the quadrilateral having some sides, and the substitution, the first substitution, that is SR is taken as T, PQ and QR is taken as U and V. So after the substitution, we got the equation S is equal to half T into U plus V. So in this equation, we first discussing from that equation, that is S is equal to half T into U plus V. Before this substitution, all of the substitutions are doing in the same as in the second. So acceleration of the body is equal to A is equal to V minus U by T. Acceleration is equal to changing velocity by time. So the changing velocity is acceleration A is equal to V minus U by T. That is the final velocity minus initial velocity divided by T. That is the acceleration of a body. From here, we got an equation that corresponding the time. That is T is equal to V minus U divided by S. And we have the substitution of T in this equation. S is equal to half T into U plus V. So, next we have to substitute in the T term in the equation. So, half T, instead of T, V minus U into A into U plus V. And in the next step, half V minus U divided by A into U plus V minus U by A into V. So, half V minus U into V plus U divided by A. That is half half V minus U into V minus U into V plus U divided by A, and from here we got that V square minus U square into U square divided by 2A. V square minus U square. The explanation of the V square minus U square is V minus U into V plus U. So S is equal to V square minus U square by 2A. And from here, we are taken the 2A from the denominator to the numerator. So which is equal to 2AS is equal to V square minus U square. And V square is equal to U square plus 2AS is the last relation that's showing the third relation. Okay? That is the third equation of motion that's showing the position and the velocity relation. Okay? In all of the three equations, we are using a same way. In the first equation, we are considering a trapezium and using the trapezium in the third three of the equations. And in first, we are briefly explain that how the trapezium is considering and the sides of the trapezium, the position and the changing velocity, the time relation, all are discussing in the first equation of motion. And changing some substitutions to find out in the second and third relation. That is the only difference between the three relations. First one is showing velocity time, second one is showing position time, and the third is relating the first two, that is position and velocity. So there are some simple changes is making in the first and the common derivation. We find out in the second and third relations. So the way of finding out all of three are basic same components. And substitution of sum of the term is making the change of equations. That the naming of the three equation is different, but the relation of other is inside the equation is always same. So there is simple changes in each of these equations, and that's why the name is changing. So the third equation of motion we are following as the second equation rules. That is, we know that the area of the quadrilateral which is equal to the displacement. And from here we find out that the position velocity relation. And here we are find outing a substitution for t. That is using the acceleration of body A is equal to v minus u by t. And we are substituting a substitution instead of t. The equation is comes to changing. And we have some mathematical operations and findings. So put out all of the findings and mathematical operations and rearrangements. We got the final equation. So there is no change, but the substitution is making the change of equations. So v square is equal to u square plus 2as is showing the position velocity relation, and this is the third equation of motion. So I think all of you understand about the first, second and third equation of motion. The third equation of motion we are using the substitution for t. T is equal to v minus u by a. This is the relation connecting acceleration of a body. And substituting this t to the equation that's showing the displacement of body, s is equal to half t into u plus v. For substituting in that equation, we got a change in the displacement of the body. That change is showing in these two steps. And we got that half v minus u into v plus u divided by a. From the mathematical findings, instead of v minus u into v plus u, we derive that v square minus u square. And in this substitutions and rearrangement, these substitutions and some rearrangement making the next step of the equation, that is this 2a from the denominator is comes to the right side. So the division is comes to multiplication and it comes to 2 into as. And which is equal to v square minus u square. And another rearrangement is comes to changing the equation, v square is equal to u square plus 2as. So this is the third relation. So there are only some mathematical findings and some substitutions in three of the equations. So remembering with what is the changing or substitution in each of the derivation, that is easy to deriving the first, second and third equations of motions. Okay. So I think all of you understand what is the velocity time relation, position time relation and velocity position relation. So these are the three equations of motion. First one is the velocity time relation. Second one is position time relation. And third one is velocity position relation. In each of these equations, we are considering the same trapezium PQRS. In some cases, we are substituting the substitutions of the sides PQRS and QR, and that substitution is coming from the common derivation, and the graph is basing the velocity and time relation. Based on that graph, we got the substitutions, that is basing initial velocity, final velocity, and the time traveling. So these are the three substitutions using in all of these derivations. But there are some another substitutions that is used here is the acceleration of a body in the area of the quadrilateral that gives the displacement of the body. And all of these points are using in each of the equations for the derivation of each of these equations. Okay, and velocity time relation, position time and velocity position relations are the three equations of motion and that are connecting each other. In all of these equations showing the position, velocity and time of a moving body. For find out this, we want the velocity, changing velocity, that is acceleration, and time taken for the changing. This is only we are using find out the equations of a moving body. So I think all of you understand about what is the three equations of motion and the common derivation for the equation of motion. So this is all over today's class. Thank you.